That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Oh, it just skips the investigation. Best case. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. It wasn't me. I swear it wasn't me. The evidence and testimony we have seen and heard are conclusive. The victim was alone at his table when he drank from that poisoned cup of coffee. No, you're wrong. Oh, it's Godot. I know what I saw. I saw. I saw someone else there. A man. He's the real killer. It kind of looks like Phoenix. Or at least the hair does. He finally pooped out the poison vial, and now he's using it to kill people. Why won't anyone believe me? Well, I'd say that pretty much wraps this case up, wouldn't you, Mr. Wright? This court finds the defendant guilty. Oh shit! Still confetti court though? Like, this court is adjourned. Confetti court. Oh man, did Phoenix finally lose a case? January 6th, 10:03 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Hey, pal. Detective Gumshoe. Happy New Year, Detective. Likewise. Now listen up, right? Here's to another fruitful year of lawyer-police cooperation. Yeah, me too. Alright, pal, you've got some explaining to. Have you got a holiday present for me, Detective? What? Well, here, have this. It's really nothing much, but... Yay, thanks. Very funny, pal. Now let's see how funny you think it is when I show you this. What is it? A magazine? Hey, I want to see. Deadly poisoning brings guilty verdict. Defense attorney Wright trounced. Trounced? Let me see that. The defense attorney gave an almost childishly amateur performance yesterday. What the heck is it? Impostor, right? It's a report, pal, about you. Wait, was it in undercourt? Listen to this. Mr. Wright must take full responsibility for the ruling in this case. Well, and don't tell me you don't remember anything about it. But I don't remember anything about it. When was this? Alright, what? But I wasn't involved in in a poisoning case in December. What do you mean? What do you think it's all about, Nick? If it wasn't you, pal, then that leaves only one possibility. You have a twin brother. No way, you don't mean... A Phonix? A phony Phoenix? This must be Gumshoe's idea of a joke. Guess he's starting off the year with one too. An article from December 5th saying I was trounced and my... Sounds like we've got our first case of the new year. Let's tackle it with gusto. But reverse double jeopardy, I don't know. The judge already issued a guilty verdict once in this case. It's not going to be easy to get it overturned. I guess that New Year's resolution is going to have to wait until next year. So you're taking the case, right? Good. I'm going to head over to the courthouse then. After that, I'll go back to the precinct. Drop by if you need something, okay, pal? Are you the real Gumshoe, though? Was that the real judge? Was it actually undercourt? January 6th, police department. Oh, now there's two of them! And they're fucking kinky as fuck. Holy shit. Hey, that's the police mascot, isn't it? It's so cute. That's the blue badger. It was my idea. I made it, and now it's the national symbol of the police force. So what's with the pink one? It's new, right? She's not an it, Nick. She's a she, right, Chief? Yep, meet the pink badger. So one's called Blue, and the other's called Pink, but they're both called Badger? You got it. They're married. Mr. and Mrs. Badger seem to be cuffed together, Chief. You got it. That's marriage for you. But this might be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Master Mass turned up at the bank? What's he doing? Hands up, you scalawags. You're under arrest. Hey, that's our job. Looks like Ron Delight's opted for a new career. And no one can trial him because of double jeopardy. Quit surfing the net, Chief. Sorry, I was just, things feel pretty tense in here. January 6th, Detention Center, Visitors Room. This is so nerve-wracking, waiting to meet our new client. I wonder just what kind of person you tricked and got found guilty. Keep it down, Maya. That kind of talk could ruin me. Ah, it's you! What? How could you, Mr. Wright? How could you do this to me? Is that the bird person? They put me in solitary. I haven't been able to stop crying. Aren't you? Yes, I am. I am totally and utterly let down. Are you? Don't pretend you don't know me. It's me, Maggie. Remember? Maggie Bird. What are you doing in here? Didn't I get you a quit? Oh, sure. Very funny. After that fifth-rate defense job, you come in here and start making jokes? You better hurry up and tell her what happened. I can't wait for this whole trial for no one to believe that it was an imposter. And for even the judge to be like, oh, I see you got a retrial. Okay, well, it's a bit unorthodox, but let's go. And no, Your Honor, it was an imposter last time. Oh, very funny, Phoenix. All right, well, I hope you have better this time. Continue with the trial. So what do you do now? In the second act of The Life of Maggie Bird, I'm playing the role of a waitress. A waitress? Yes, in a French restaurant. It's a small place, but it's quite fashionable. Oh, man. Is that blood? This whole mess started on the 3rd of last month and happened at Très Bien. Très Bien? Yes, it's a restaurant where good service and a friendly smile are always included. Oh. There were 2 men at the table, both drinking coffee. And then... Okay, that looks like Imposter Phoenix too, though. So Imposter Phoenix... poisoned, and she saw him and then didn't realize that the imposter Phoenix was also her defense lawyer? Like, what? One of the men slipped some poison into the victim's cup. The victim took just 1 sip and was gasping for air. I was so shocked I passed out. Hey, hold on there, Maggie. What? Is Phoenix like Nurse Joy? Are there a bunch of Phoenixes? The other man, the killer, you saw him, right? Of course, a good waitress must be attentive to clientele. It looks like Chad Phoenix. Look at this. So if you saw the murderer, why were you still convicted? Because no one else saw. The victim was sitting alone at his table the whole time. But how's that possible? I don't know. But nobody, not one person, would believe me, sir. Even Phoenix Wright, my one last hope for a fair trial, failed me. What a pathetic defense. My granny could have done a better job. Here she is, Wendy Oldbag. Hey, how's it going? And then, they found something a bit incriminating in my apron pocket. What? A small bottle of poison. What? Poison? It was in your pocket? Yeah, I just carry on poison. Well, I passed out when the victim collapsed. The killer must have slipped the poison into my pocket when I was unconscious. I was the one who took the coffee to the 2 men. Oh? And what was your impression of them? Well, when I first saw them, I kind of thought they might be in the music industry. In music? How come? Well, one of them had some sort of earpiece and an emo musician's look about him. Emo? Damn. When was this? Yeah, I guess that was kind of around where there was emo. And there was a sample CD on the table, sir. They're spies, an earpiece and a sample CD, huh? Did you get a look at the CD at all? It had a band's name written on it. What was the band called? I think it was MC something. They must have been preparing for their debut, I guess. Oh, yeah, I need to ask you about this. Hey, this article's about my case. Can you tell me anything about the guy who was pretending to be me? Yes, sir. It was the morning after I'd been arrested. Shouldn't we go and tell the police someone's impersonating a lawyer and went in and the judge even thought it was Phoenix? Like, it was the morning after I'd been arrested. I met you in the visitor's room here. You were wearing one of your super sharp suits. Me? Yes, you, Mr. A. Arg. Hey, Maggie, was my evil double I am here too? Actually, yes. No, I don't remember a phony you, Maya. Oh, sigh, it would have been so cool. Then you got really worked up and passionate. I'm gonna get you. Cleared of this crime, you said. Okay, I get the picture, but you've met me in person before, so how come you didn't realize that guy wasn't the real me? You're kind of forgettable, Phoenix. I guess, looking back now, it was a little strange. Only a little? Well, okay, so you were a bit taller than normal, and you looked a bit shady. Your voice was a bit weird. Oh, and you had this kind of funny accent, and so the guy was nothing like me then. But the judge was fooled, but he had your spiky hair and blue suit. That's the judge. Is that all it takes for someone to imitate me? Isn't there, like, due process to get into the building? Like, don't you have to show ID? How about everyone else in the courtroom, like the judge and the observers? Didn't they realize he was an imposter? Everyone had these big question marks on their faces, but it seemed that no one wanted to say anything, sir. This case just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Mr. Wright, do you think it's possible to get a retrial? Probably. The court ruled in the absence of a genuine defense attorney, so we should be able to get a retrial. Mr. Wright, do you think we'll win next time, sir? If this ever actually did happen, like, I guess it's a murder, so they just couldn't just completely just mistrial and just... But if you do it again, like, isn't the whole thing just completely fucking corrupt at this point? Wouldn't they just have to let her go? Like, what if the evidence was tampered with? Like, the lawyer had access to it? It's been a while now. The time has passed. Like, I know, like, the chances of happening are just, like, next to zero. But, like, if that ever actually happened... I think an argument could be made for just like, well, fuck it, this is just a complete, like, it's gone, like, we can't do anything. We'll find him, don't you worry, we'll get Zen Eop for you. Thank you. Oh, I'll tell you where Trey Ben is then. Trey, right, the restaurant where the murder took place. Yes, sir, when you go, please tell Mr. Armstrong I said hi. Sure, alright, Nick, let's go check this restaurant check out this restaurant and its food. I can't wait for Mr. Armstrong to be suspiciously phoenix-shaped. January 6th, Trey Ben. Wow. Look at this place. Look, more like smell. What is with the suffocating scent of flowers in here? Then again, girls like that kind of thing. This has been like this for a month? Actually, I'm not... Well, it said December. Didn't they say a month, though? Actually, I'm not all that into it. No one's coming to see us. Maybe there's no one here. Don't be silly, Maya. This is a restaurant, and it's open for business. Hello, anyone here? Here. I don't believe it. There really isn't anyone here. Perfect, let's get intrusive. If there's no one here, we can take anything we want. That's true. Yeah, I suppose we can. And blame it on Mask to Mask. He can't be tried. There's something stuffed in behind the rack. MC Bomber. Uh-oh. 100,000. 500,000. Ahaha. MC Bomber and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. $100,000. Maybe? I wonder what MC Bomber is supposed to be. This paper is from December 3rd. Oh, it has been a month. This paper is from the day of the poisoning. What? Sports paper added to the court record. Trade man. Okay. Paper from the day. What is that? Oh, it's nothing. Nice. Oh, a sports paper. Let's see. Did Gustin Braun manage to defend his heavyweight title? Sorry, Maggie. That paper is actually a month old. It's from the day of the murder. I found this paper in the magazine rack at Trey Ben. Really? That's strange. Trey Ben doesn't get newspapers. Mr. Armstrong says he's not really fond of them. Then maybe one of the customers left it behind. Anyway, what I want you to take a look at is this scribble here. Aha! That's it, sir. MC Bomber. That was the name that was written on the CD, just as I thought. So if the sample CD was on the victim's table, that means this newspaper may have belonged to the victim. You're right. So the victim left this behind on the day of the murder, huh? I think we better step up the investigation, don't you, Nick? Oh la la, bonjour, welcome to La Trébene. Oh, hello. What happened to Maya? She's frozen stiff. Bienvenue. Welcome to my petite restaurante. Alors, if you will be seated, I will bring you the special menu of the day. Actually, we're not here to eat. Yeah, we are. We're lawyers. Mais bien sûr. I know this already, monsieur. You are Le Phoenix Wright, no? Yes, you know me? Mais, oui. I never forget a man who flirts with me, especially in court. Uh-oh. I guess he was cross-examined by a mysterious Zin Eop. It looks like everyone to do with this case already knows who I am already. I wonder what sort of impressions Zin Eop's been leaving on people, don't you? Allow me to introduce myself to you again. I am Jean Armstrong, Enchanté. So could you tell me what you know about the Institute? Bien. It makes me sad to remember it, yet I remember it so well. More than a month has passed since it happened, and we still have not cleaned up the fucking table yet. So, it was the 3rd of last month, just one in the afternoon, just after 1 in the afternoon. A man who was in here for a coffee suddenly became ill. That is the truth as I know it. It was Maggie who took his drink to him. I was in the kitchen. I heard the sound of someone collapsing. When I came out to see what it was, he was already slumped in his chair. He was dead? This is so hard for me to read. Mon Dieu, oui, he was dead. Maggie had passed out also. And this man who died, was he alone? Oui, monsieur, all alone. I know that Maggie said there was someone else, but... No, I see. La police, they asked me many times. Are you sure there was no one else here at the table, they asked. But I am not the only one. La old man said the same thing. Old man, what old man? Yeah, he saw it too. It's the same thing. Is that there was no one else at the victim's table? But Maggie swears there were 2 people. I don't know what accent this is. Mademoiselle, la lawyer, he could not prove this, no. The lawyer, that was me, I suppose. Mas bien, sir. Alright, what is this? I am not a lawyer myself. I do not wish to speak out of turn, but your defense in court that day was a little, how do you say, sheet. Alright, you know what I'm loving? The fact that there's no magatama. That really bodes well. I'm a lawyer. Please, monsieur, there is no need to show me that. You are Mon. Phoenix Wright, the worst defense attorney in town. Wait, did Imposter have a Phoenix badge? Maggie was a policewoman once, n'est-ce pas? Yeah, she had to quit for reasons beyond her control. Oui, oui. She was la suspect in the murder investigation, no? I'm not surprised she was la prime suspect after something like that took place before my very eyes. When Maggie took the coffee over to the victim, did anything happen? Oui, I suppose you could say so. So what happened? No, it was nothing. Look, Maggie says she didn't even know the guy, but she's still been indicted for murder. The prosecution must have come up with some kind of motive. Oui, it is true. If there was anything at all between Maggie and the victim, it could be relevant, so please tell us anything you know. Ah, fuck. 3 of them? We don't even have that enough evidence for 3. Psyche locks. No way. What are we going to do, Nick? Well, we're going to come back later after we collect some shit. We'll just have to remove what's wrong? But the Magatama, it's gone. Yeah, huh? I had it in my pocket, but it's vanished into thin air. What? But I could see the Psyche locks. Maybe that means the Magatama's nearby? Did Imposter Phoenix steal the Magatama and we just didn't notice for a whole month because it's fucking useless? Hey, Nick, that's the guy, right? Isn't that the old man Mr. Armstrong was talking about? That grouchy-looking grandpa? He's throwing seeds out for the pigeons. Maya, he's not throwing seeds for them. He's throwing seeds at them. My God. This is the Phoenix Imposter. My grumpiness threat level has just been raised to red. I used to love sandboxes like you wouldn't believe. Really? You? Sure, finding iron filings in the sand with a magnet was my favorite thing to do. Iron filings, wow, that's too exciting for words. It was my ambition to collect every single shred of iron in the sandbox. I was such a kid back then, so did you manage to get all the iron? No, I never did. I think I came close though. Come to think of it, I still have all the iron filings I found way back when. You want them? No. No, this was so fruity. Excuse me. Would you mind if I had a word with you? Yes. I just want to ask you a couple of questions. What's the matter with you? Can't you see I'm busy? So you don't like my seeds, pigeons? He's really chucking those seeds at them. That's got to hurt. Go on, eat this. Sigh. Maggie Bird. Oh, pigeons and birds. Oh shit, excuse me, sir. Can I ask you about Maggie Bird? I don't know any Maggie Bird. Yes, you do. Maggie, the waitress at Trebian. Ka, it's a disgrace, I tell you. An utter disgrace. A disgrace? An innocent young girl revealing herself like that. Revealing? You mean her uniform? The youth of today, when they don't have any shame. No shame, I tell you. Not 1 ounce. Whatever happened to the old Bushido values of Japan, like honor and modesty? Why you bring up Japan for? What about me? I'm not wearing anything revealing. You? Your problem is you lack any sense of grace. Talk about hitting a girl where it hurts. It's true though, Maya. Mademoiselle, yes? Are you looking for the job? What? No, I was just... Let me see, your style is un più differente, but you have a good felicitations, you have passed. I will hire you. Bien, come visit me. I will teach you everything I know. Nick, help. Wait, the book is important? I don't know whether to laugh or feel bad for Maya. Maybe I should do both. Wasn't she in a waitressing outfit in the preview? January 6th, police station, criminal affairs department. Well, pal, have you found the evidence yet? The one that's gonna find her innocent? No, not yet. Oh, that's why, because you have a crush on her. Oh, that's why you're so angry. We've only just started our investigation. Well, whatever you need to know, I'll give you the dirt on it. I'm putting off all my other cases for now, pal. Gumshoe's really fired up about this. Oh yeah, one more thing. The retrial's been approved. Court's sitting at 10 a.m. tomorrow. And Godot's gonna be the prosecutor. No, he sucks. He's lost every case. It's fine. Oh, him. Now listen up, pal. If Maggie's found guilty again, yes, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'll make sure you get locked up for good. For it. Got it? Alright. So the guilty party was Maggie Bird, huh? Yeah, back when she was on the police force. You were her mentor when she was a rookie, right? Yeah, I kept a close eye on her. I mean, not too close, you know. Well, I gave her my underwear, Hajime. Hey, what's with the funny looks, pal? I was just her... It was anything like... Look, sure, I was her boss when she was doing her training, but that was it. Nothing happened. Gumshoe sure is sweating up a storm over nothing. So that's it. Or our big old Gumshoe has a little crush on Maggie. I don't like her or anything. Girls are gross. I was arg. Note to self, gossip with Maya about this later. Look, pal, don't tell anyone, okay? You gotta keep it a secret, got it? Sure. And would you mind not guessing what I'm thinking all the time? Hey, tell your face, pal, not me. You'd have to be blind not to see what's on your mind. So I was wondering, could you fill me in on the victim? Glen Elk? Glen Elk? He's Canadian. Glen Elk? Glenny Elk? What? That's a weird... A lot of G's and L's and E's. What? It's a palindrome. Okay, he was a computer programmer. I see, a programmer. He was just a regular Joe working for a small-time computer firm. Maggie never had any contact with the guy before that day. All she did was take him his coffee on the day of the murder, pal. What possible reason could Maggie have had to kill a guy like that? That's what I thought. But a motive was still somehow established in her trial. You're kidding. Do we get to know? What was her supposed motive? No, you can't know. Sorry, pal. I'm really busy. I don't have enough time to sift through the papers. You don't get to know. Look into yourself, okay? What could this motive have been? The biggest problem with Maggie's testimony is the number of people at the table. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Maggie still insists there was another guy sitting with the victim. Right, but get this. Everyone else in the place says the guy was alone, even the chef. And then there's that CD. CD, oh yeah, she did mention something about a CD. And there was a sample CD on the table, sir. But our guys turned that place upside down. There was no CD, but you didn't find the fucking rolled up paper. What? Not on the table? Not anywhere in the whole restaurant, pal. The murderer took it, but didn't Maggie say the victim was wearing an earpiece too? Yeah, but that was for the portable radio in the front pocket of his hoodie. A radio? He didn't have a CD player? You got it. Your phony never explained that contradiction at all. Couldn't think of it. The owner of Trebien didn't mention that CD either. I don't know why, but I get the feeling Mr. Armstrong's got something to hide. Nah. Nah. Do you want a job? What do you think? I wasn't a trial myself, but I asked the one detective I know how your defense was, and what did he say? He started by saying, I'm a complete loss for words, but he must have found some quick because he went on about how bad you were for an hour. But he said you suck so much it seemed like you were trying to get Maggie found guilty. No, it looked like I was trying to get Maggie found guilty. No, he just went in and you know, was an imposter just for fun. Is that the chef? The chef at Trebien, huh? You know what that chef said to me? Oh la la, your body is full of toxins. And then he gave me this bottle. What's in it? I don't know. The label says juniper. I'm under orders to put a few drops of it in my bath every day, and I do it. Under orders? Yeah, you know, there's something about that lady. I mean, guy. What? Huh? You can't stop thinking about him? Not like that, pal. Give me a break. He's not my type. I mean, I can't stop thinking that he's involved with this case somehow. Sounds like he knows a little something more about our charming chef. Have you gone to see Maggie? Of course I have, but I wasn't much good at consoling her. I'm not very good with words. Oh, yeah, I guess I must have looked a bit down. Maggie was really supportive of me. It was great to have someone to talk to. Did he go to her first? January 6th, très bien. The scent of flowers sure is strong. It's almost making me dizzy. That is a very large head. What? Oh, hello. Who was that just now? A customer? She had sort of a dark aura about her. Ah, welcome. B Avenue. Yeah, she had like Wednesday Addams energy. What a cute voice. Oh, it's just you, Nick. Maya, well, how do I look? Terrible. Maybe you should quit being a spirit medium. Maybe, but it's kind of boring being a waitress. I mean, you're my first ever customer. Then who was that woman I just saw? What woman? Oh. Since you're here, you might as well have something to eat. I am kind of hungry, actually. Hey, Nick, why don't you order something? The chef's preparing a tasty lunch set at the moment, or so he says. How much is it? It's the twin tea set, so it's $20, of course. The twin tea set, I believe I'll be taking a pass on that. It's kind of expensive. What? But you can't. Come on, Nick. It's not every day I get to be a waitress. I want to try carrying plates and working the cash register. How about cleaning the toilets? That should keep you busy. Yeah, right. Maybe later. Phoenix, why are you being a dick? Order something. About the lunch. Oh, a fine choice, sir. No, Kitchen, a lunch special, please. With all the extras. Drink, side salad, dessert, and gifts. Gift? I don't need any of that. Just a moment, please, sir. Maya's really getting into this. So how much is this set lunch then? $20, huh? But with the drink, sides, and dessert, it's $45. Hey, wait a second, Maya. Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. Here you are, our deluxe fortified lunch set. Is that the worst part of a lobster? Like, what? Whoa. A dish inspired by lobster and abalone fricassee with a balsamic vinaigrette. Bon appetit. Thanks. Come on, Nick. Hurry up and try it already. Lobster, huh? Alright, down the hatch it goes. Erp. It's good. Well, are you hungry, Maya? I'm starving. Here, it's yours. Really? Erp. Remember, Maya, my wallet doesn't print money, so you better polish off that plate. I just remembered. I've got to clean the toilets. It's bad? Hey, you can't be in that much of a hurry to clean the toilets. Trade bien lunch special added to the court record. Lunch special. Okay. So, is the impostor taking over the chef now? How does that guy manage to make good food taste so bad? Is there just one character this chapter? Just an impostor is every character. Alright, where'd that creepy girl go? January 6th, Trayban Kitchen. And here it is. What the fuck is going on down? Is that all the perfume? Does he dunk the perfume into the food? And here it is, the famous Trayban Kitchen. It's my first time in here too, actually. What? There's a weird atmosphere in here, that's for sure. Mr. Armstrong will be back soon, so we better search quickly. Chop, chop. What's this? It looks like a treasure chest or something. Wow, look at all these little bottles. Oh, they're aromatherapy oils. He's got so many. They're overflowing onto the floor. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 98, 99, 100. They're all the same too. Hey, wait a minute. What is it? There's one bottle that's different from all the others. Well, what do you know? And it doesn't have a label either. Oh, it's green. It's the fucking someone put the Magatama in the blender. And it still works. Ah, sniff. It doesn't smell. So what's that liquid inside then, I wonder? Hey, Nick, we should borrow this. I mean, look how many bottles he's got. He won't miss one, will he? He won't miss the one that's different from all the others. Found in the kitchen. Shape is different from the other bottles. Contents unknown. Maya's looking pretty fucking cute. Now I know I'm in a French restaurant. I've never heard of most of these seasonings. Hey, Nick, this container has oyster sauce. What's that? Isn't that used in Chinese food? Ah, look. Right there on the counter. Ooh, my Magatama, what's it doing there? Ooh. No, it's a cake. What indeed? Magatama put in pocket. On loan for my recovery. What? How? Okay, what the fuck's going on? That's new. The old guy's not here anymore. Drat. And I still have some unanswered questions for him. A scooter, huh? Who'd leave it right in the middle of a park like this? The wheel guard and the light are busted. Probably a lot of heart. I guess it must have been an accident. It's totally wrecked. Well, that's definitely the hair. But who's gonna think that's Phoenix? Hey, what do you think you's doing with my bike? You've been messing with my new ride? Is that what you've been doing? New ride? Isn't that kind of an old model? Why is he like orange, red? You's gonna pay for this. It wasn't me. I was just passing by. Hey, then who's the one that covered my saddle in crap, huh? You's gonna pay. You catch my drift? No, wait a sec. It's not a pigeon or whatever. A wise guy, eh? Whoa. I ought to beat you so hard it'll feel like yous were smooching the express train. Uh-oh. Yous better watch your back. This ain't over. I'm gonna round up a group of lawyers and then yous gonna pay. Actually, I'm a lawyer myself. What'd you say? I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Phoenix Wright? You saying you Phoenix Wright? Yeah, I am. So you a wise guy too, huh? Cause I'm Phoenix Wright. Oh, we're just doing this right now. The one and only. What? You're Phoenix wrong. Out of my way. I'm gonna cruise something? He's gone. Surely that guy wasn't my phony, was he? How did no one notice he wasn't anything like me? Guess I'd better make a note of the scooter. Scooter added to the court record, ridden by my phony. The wheel guard is all smashed up. How come the Magatama didn't go out when the guy said he was Phoenix Wright? Gah, pathetic. Oh, it's you. A few threats from a little brat like that. And you look like a pigeon that's got seeds in its eyes. Have you been here the whole time then? I was in that strawberry. I had some thinking to do. More like you had some cowering to do. Oh, there. I'm sorry, sir. But there are no free papers to read at Très Bien. Yeah, someone told us that. Shit, how do I... He took it away. Like, maybe that, but I don't think so. Like, he... Okay, I guess we just do this and then we fail. Well... Alright, so yeah, that's it. Fuck. What an amazing system. Alright. Hey, you're just in time. What is it, Detective Gumshoe? The lab got back to me about that newspaper you gave me. Oh, great, now we can go do it. He must be in sports paper with the memo scribbled on it. So, what did they say? Did the analysis turn up anything? They said the doodle was written by the victim, Glenn Elg. No doubt about it. I expected as much. The victim took the paper with him to the restaurant on the day of the murder. That's our best interpretation of the facts of the moment. Sports paper refiled into the court record. MC Bomber, I get the feeling I've heard that name somewhere before. Oh well, I guess he'll come back to me. Don't forget to report back to me with whatever you find in the restaurant, okay pal? Since when did I start taking orders from Gumshoe? Although, I get the feeling there's something I need to show him. You got one of those aroma bottles too, huh? Only this one doesn't smell, huh? I don't get you. This was mixed in with all the other aromatherapy bottles, but it's not the same. It doesn't even look the same, wouldn't you agree? A cologne bottle that doesn't smell, huh? Smells like a skunk to me, pal. Mind letting me borrow that bottle for a while? Okay, this is just a fucking roulette of evidence. Alright, so now we're gonna go and fucking talk to the old guy and give him the paper. And then the third psyche lock is gonna need fucking this, and we're gonna have to go back and get it. I want to send it to the lab for analysis. The victim was poisoned, so the contents of this bottle are pretty important. Small bottle given to Detective Gumshoe. I had a hunch there was something funny about that chef. You suspect Jean Armstrong? I've got that guy's number. I know what his secret is. That must be the same secret Gumshoe was talking about before. I guess I better fill you in on the details about this Armstrong guy's secret, I mean. So what's Mr. Armstrong's secret? He's not actually a chef. You ever had lunch at Très Bien, pal? Yes. So how was it? To put it nicely, it was inedible. Hey, don't worry about being nice around me, pal. You and I both know the reason that place is so empty is that place is so empty because of the food. I mean, the place is clean, and he's got a girl like Maggie as a waitress, so yeah, I guess it's probably the food. The real scoop on the guy is that he's up to his ears in debt. Really? How much does he owe? This is a copy of his loan contract. He's about $500,000 in the red. What the fuck? $500,000? Are we talking dollars? Pennies. Yeah. If it was sterling, he'd really be in trouble. Sorry, that figure just took me by surprise. He's gonna have to start stealing shit. Yeah, this case is full of surprises, and I'd be willing to bet that that chef's got something to do with most of them. That's my hunch. Jean's loan contract added to the court record. Tender lender. Okay, can't wait to go to tender lender and have some fucking bullshit happen there. This investigation seems a bit less boring. At least, yeah, it's better than the last one, I think, so far. But I think the first stage of the investigation is usually better than the second stage, because everything's kind of new. You're going to new areas, you're meeting new characters. It's like, who the fuck is that? And then the second round, it's usually you're going around the same places. You're talking to mostly the same characters. Tell me, why are you so determined to hide the truth? I'm not hiding anything. I'm going to have to put this guy out of his misery. Listen, the real reason why you go so much to trade Ben is the chef. Okay, so it has to be either he's a part of the loan, the chef. Well, aha, you're wrong. Shit, you're a part of the loan. It can't be the loan. Does he go to see Maggie Bird? Oh, it is Maggie Bird. Unlock successful. Oh man, Maya, watch out. I don't believe this. I even broke his psyche locks and everything. I guess I'll have to try to get him when he's in a better mood. Great. Well, that was a waste of fucking time. Oh, is that old man? Is he still feeding the pigeons? Yeah, he fed me as well. I got a bunch of those seeds in my eyes. Oh, ouch. Hey, Maya, would you mind coming with me for a while? Huh? Me? Why? There's something I really want to ask that old man. Sure, okay, I'll just get changed. No, hang on. Can you go like that? I guess. Okay, I think that, that should have just been the dialogue option, not a present option, but okay. Sir. For you again. Well. I see. Nick, his eyes are burning into me. It's okay, I think it's going pretty well. Huh? You're still just a little child. Run along and play on the slide, alright? Play on the slide? We were so close. Just a little more and he would have spilled. Pigeon, ka. Well, I know a way to make her, look older for you, bro. Don't worry. How can we crack this guy? Excuse me, please. No. Quiet. Can't you see I'm feeding the... No. Well, if you don't mind, sir, I'd really love to talk with you. Yes. Of course, certainly. I'm Victor Kudo. Alright, even from beyond the grave, wow. About the incident. Does Mia know that she's hot? You mean the man who died after drinking the Javachino? It's like he's a different person. It was quite a shock even for me. He was a strange-looking boy. The girl took the Javachino over to him, you see. And was the customer alone? Definitely. He was the only person on the table. Then he took one sip of his Javachino and he said something like, "Rog," and then collapsed, dead. Convicted before, a wicked man or woman, repeat offender, Victor Kudo. Michael Scott, if he takes anything again, you let me know. If it's not too expensive, I'll buy you a replacement. Poor guy, he couldn't do enough for Mia. Okay, Phoenix. Alright, back to hell. Ooh la la, Mademoiselle Maya, no. How can you leave me like this? I'm sorry. That reminds me. Mr. Armstrong had a psyche lock or 3, didn't he? I'm going to have to break those. Yay. Mr. Armstrong, I hope you won't mind, but I'd like to have another word with you. I sure hope that the game isn't bringing it up before we don't have the evidence to break them. Okay, I guess it wasn't him then, because this is going, like, way too fast. Unlock successful. That's enough. Oh, is it Wednesday Addams? Huh? Oh, it's Mr. Godot. Even worse. What in the heck are you doing here? I'm here for a Javachino. Ugh. This is without a doubt the worst coffee I have ever tasted, Mr. Armstrong. He came in here for coffee? Does his craving for coffee know no bounds? He had the wrong ticket. What? Mr. Armstrong made off with the winning ticket's pretty neighbor. So, what happened to the winning ticket then? The one he meant to steal. No one knows. Indeed, what did happen to it? I don't like spoiling myself by watching trailers, so we'll just wait and see how the movie turns out tomorrow, won't we? Aw, man, me and Godot are like this. Thank you, Cyberpunk Geralt. Looks like I won't be needing this note anymore. Really? Victor's note thrown into the trash. Damn. Looks like we've got a new mystery now, namely, where did the winning ticket go? Could you imagine if they ever did that, and then later on in the game was like, no, you actually do need that piece of evidence. Too bad you threw it in the trash. Next investigation, you better go get it. God damn, that would be frustrating as fuck. I've got a bad feeling about this. It would be hilarious, though. Well, anyway. We can't let Maggie suffer any longer for this, and certainly not again. Are we done? That's it? We're going into the trial? Nice. Alright. How is the... I can't tell you how grateful I am, sir. Is the judge going to acknowledge that they fucked up last time with the fake Phoenix? I've always admired you so much, Detective. I know I can count on you. Looks like it should all go pretty smoothly today, huh? Yeah, okay. I can only wish. I feel like we have no evidence whatsoever. January 7, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 6. Gumshoe isn't even done with the green bottle. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. Again, the defense is ready, Your Honor. Coffee's ready, Your Honor. Ah, bitter. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You look different. What's wrong? Nothing. It's just whenever I addressed you in the previous trial, your response was, "Suck it, old man." You was talking to me. It was a little, well, intimidating. No, that wasn't me. That was the phony Phoenix. No, I'm sure it was you. I see, so our trusty Phoenix is back with us now, is he? Our trusty... What, that's it? That's all we're gonna... No, that's it! That's all that gets! So Mr. Godot, your opening statement, please. Mr. Trite, whether you're a fake or the real deal, we'll find out soon enough through this trial today. But I can already tell you, I'm the real Phoenix Wright. I wasn't questioning whether you are Phoenix Wright or not. I was questioning whether you had studied law or not. You lost the last trial, bruv. That's what I intend to find out. There's no denying it. Behind that mask is a man who really hates me for some reason or another. As everyone is aware, the court has already given its verdict on this case once. Therefore, I won't stand for irrelevant testimony during this retrial. But it wasn't a proper trial. Nor will I stand for a simple repetition of the evidence presented in the last trial. It wasn't legit. This is so dumb. I'm not planning on repeating anything that Phony me said. Trust me. You don't know what he said now. Now then, Mr. Godot, please summon your first witness. Let's start with the formalities, shall we? Name and occupation. Witness, state your name for the court. Don't know who you are. Are you the real Gumshoe? Huh. Oh, sorry, sir. Am I the real judge? I don't know. You's talking to me. The name's police department. The name's police department detective. Occupation Dick Gumshoe. All right, I understood it. We're fine. Other way around, detective. Huh? Oh, sorry. Anyway, I'm the officer in charge of this case since yesterday, sir. Since yesterday? Yeah, the guy who was on the initial investigation's tied up with another case now. Turns out he was also an imposter detective. I hope Gumshoe really got everything under control for everyone's sake. And here are the floor plans of the restaurant. Surely they would know better when that was, because there was like a body in the restaurant, or... Maybe he didn't die right away. Okay. When the incident took place, the victim was sitting right here. The poisoned coffee was brought over to him by the waitress. The waitress being accused. Being the accused. Yeah. It's pretty damning. The victim died from poisoning almost immediately after he took a sip of the coffee, but it's still within 1 hour range because no one can tell time. At the time of the incident, there were 2 other people in the restaurant. Alright, so knowing this series, it is actually going to be some bullshit. Like, well, the old man was sitting here or here, so he couldn't see this chair, so really he doesn't know if it was empty. I just said I didn't see anyone. I didn't see an empty chair. And the chef just didn't leave the kitchen. Or when he did, he only looked out from there. And he only saw him here. So look, this partition. Oh no. Aromatic depths of coffee to conceal the poison. Gotta respect it. Classy lady. Yep. The facts of this case seem to be ironclad. Mr. Wright, I would ask you to begin your cross-examination, but this is pretty fucking slam dunk. Yes. Please, no intimidation tricks this time around. Is that understood? It wasn't me. I already told you. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. The incident. There is. Can I stop you for just a minute? Huh, what is it? Did I say something that contradicts the evidence? He's so desperate for that to be true, he's practically crying. Your testimony just now doesn't match the testimony given by Miss Bird. She claims that there was another man at the victim's table. Can't, that's what she said, your own thing. What killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide conviction? Exactly, everyone who defends himself is guilty. Hey. Sadly, her testimony isn't supported by the owner or the other customer. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, it's true. There are 2 testimonies tie up on that. They both said there was no other guy at the table. He's doing a lot of What should I do? Should I press on this point a little? Yeah, always press. Always. Well, maybe the other witnesses just missed him. Maybe their view of the victim's table is obscured in some way. Yeah! Ha. That argument is as weak as the coffee at Trebbian, right? I have here in my possession a ticket. A ticket? Looks more like a photo to me. Yeah, a one-way ticket to Guiltyville. Oh, god, and population to defend. Oh, man. Damn. We can't fucking defend ourselves against that swagger. This is a photograph taken from near the entrance to the kitchen. This is the scene as witnessed by the chef moments after the poisoning took place, correct? I think the court will agree that such a clear view of the scene of the crime. How, Mr. Trite, could anyone have overlooked the second person at the table? Maybe the chair was just a little to the left. Alright, I guess I was wrong? Huh. Are you absolutely certain that the victim even drank any of his coffee? Huh? What do you mean? According to this file, the poison was found in the victim's coffee cup. But what proof is there that the victim ever drank any of it? Oh, hey, you're right. That's what I think. In case you were wondering, that last objection was for the detective there. Huh? For me? Oh, hey, you're right. You may be fooling the court, but I'm not falling for it. If you have the time to waste, you have the time to present that piece of evidence. That piece, sir? Yes, that piece. What piece was it again? You know. This. Why is he allowed to keep doing that? Should I be grateful for this coffee? Should I be grateful this coffee's only hot enough to give me first-degree burns? Did he do that to fake Phoenix? Oh no, it was Pain, wasn't it? Oh, now I remember. Yes, the victim's cup. Take a good look at the rim. Oh yes, it's unmistakable. There is clearly a coffee stain on it. Conclusive proof that the victim did drink the poisoned coffee that was in this cup. Is it though? The victim gulped down the bitter death that the waitress brought to him. Like this. Just proof that the cup was drunk from. For the record, the only prints on the cup were the victims and the defendants. The coffee contained potassium cyanide covered in the victim and Maggie's fingerprints. What about their lip print? Some kind of a motive. Yeah, but if you ask me, it's been blown way out of proportion. Objection! Yep. You know what my golden rule is, detective? Chuck out a bad cup of coffee. You can always get another. Huh? I don't get it. Okay, is it just coffee jokes all the way down? Like, he's just coffee. He's at coffee. That's it. This is his thing. He's cyborg coffee man. I'm saying we can always get another witness on the stand if we have to chuck you out. Gulp. So stick to the facts, detective. Now then, what was Miss Bird's motive? They said she wanted to steal a lottery ticket. First you pick your outfit out of the hat. Alright, I'm Cyborg Witcher. Alright, and now you pick your interest out of the hat. Von Karma got whipping. Alright. Von Karma's dad got being a fucking vampire. Alright, what are you gonna get? You got coffee. Alright, cool. So I'm a cyborg that loves coffee. Yep. That's what you do. Wait a minute. The mere fact that the lottery ticket disappeared in no way implicates my client. I have here in my hand the very ticket in question. Oh, that's the half a million dollar lottery ticket. Didn't say that very well. One of the female police officers found it when she was conducting a search on Maggie Bird of the defendant. What? Order. Ha. She's quite a lucky bird, our little waitress. No, she's not. Objection. She's not lucky at all. Look. Oh, she's not lucky at all. You will submit that ticket as evidence to the court immediately. I want her here on my desk. I better keep an eye on that ticket. The way the judge's voice is quivering. Victim's lottery ticket added to the court record. So did impostor Phoenix come in and do all this to try and get the ticket from her? Is that all it is? This ticket was presented to the court in the previous trial too. But it feels heavier now somehow. $500,000, you say? What you got? You didn't know it was a winning ticket last time? It's just a scrap of paper. What matters is where it was found, Your Honor. You buy a lot of cup of coffees for that. Cup of coffees, and that's on Maggie's person, unfortunately. That's enough. The facts of this case seem overwhelmingly clear to me, as they always do at this stage of the trial. But then Phoenix waves his hand and does mumbo jumbo bullshit. Not this time. Guilty. Get the fuck out of here. The defendant had ample opportunity to commit the crime of which he is charged. Furthermore, it seems beyond reasonable doubt that she did indeed commit this crime. I like an old man who knows the score. There's also the matter of the $500,000 lottery ticket. It's gone. That alone provides a very credible motive. I'd say it's about time to wrap up this repeat performance with one final decisive piece of evidence. He's got more evidence against Maggie. Alright, this is how we got all the evidence in here. Is fucking in the trial. This is the apron the delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time. Wow, that's not the cleanest apron I've seen. That stain looks like... It can't be blood, can it? Ha, it seems the star of our play was a little flustered. There's blood on the apron but not on the table? And somehow spilled coffee on herself. The coffee? That's not exactly the first thing that caught my eye. Of course, the coffee stain isn't the most interesting thing about this apron. No, there's something else that stands out even more. The thread count. It's unbelievable. You wouldn't believe the thread. I would sleep on this. Something else? I presume you mean... Of course, I'm referring to the pocket. I was about to say that. The pocket. A search carried out right after the incident uncovered this. Potassium cyanide. The very poison used by the killer was in her apron pocket. A bottle of poison in Maggie's pocket. Yeah, and Maggie's prints were the only ones on it. What? Oh, she didn't tell us that. You know what? I'm starting to think that maybe she is guilty. Order. The court will accept these items in evidence. Are we really not talking about the blood? Apron added to the court. Is it jam? Worn by Maggie at a time has a small pocket but big stains. There's something still bothering you, Mr. Godot. Why have you not explained the bloodstain to the court? Oh, you can see it. Okay. What bloodstain? Irrelevant. Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be? Don't play games, prosecutor. The blood-colored stain that's smeared all over the apron. That's ridiculous. No one told me anything about a bloodstain. You don't need to be told. Just look at it. Well, are you red colorblind? Well, detective, could the stain really be blood? No way, sir. It's just ketchup, sir. Ketchups. She must have gotten someone on her apron while taking someone their breakfast that day. You could have spoken up a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe. Pull a stunt like that again, and I'll have you drink 17 cups of ketchup, witness. Oh, I thought everyone knew what it was already. Well, Trite, it seems you really are a phony after all. You really know how to drive a man nuts. Can you see my tie? Witness, please continue with your testimony. Describe for the court the crime scene and the findings of your investigation there. Scary old man, Detective Gumshoe. There's an old man who's a regular at the restaurant where the incident happened. We're obviously talking about the same old man. Clarify just to make sure, officers were dispatched right after the report came in, but the old guy still made a fuss. What took you so long? Then he hurled abuse at them and seeds. Yeah, same guy. Seeds. It was nothing. I caught each one with my teeth. You were there? I guess not even the mighty Godot can avoid being attacked by that guy. Or did you go talk to him? Alright. The old man was the only other customer in the place at the time. He took his time finding a payphone apparently, so he was late reporting the crime. Trade-ban doesn't have a phone? Did they just say that and I glossed over it? Keep up this crazy testimony, Detective, and those shoes will end up down your throat. That's your objection? Sorry. So trite. Someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket? That's a pretty bold statement. Care to back it up with some evidence? Well, I'd love to, if I had any. I mean, you're just raising the possibility. It appears you have no evidence to support your theory, Mr. Wright. How can there be evidence of that? Continue with your testimony, witness. Game's dumb. But it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be frustrating. Detective Gumshoe, I think I should point something out to you. There's just one small contradiction in your testimony. Oh, finally. I'm getting all anxious just waiting, so hurry up, will you? You testified that nothing else was missing from the crime scene. However, the prescription bag you mentioned was empty. Did the officers recover the medicine from the scene of the crime later? No, they didn't. The victim was given a prescription right before going to Trade-ban. Where then did the medicine disappear to? You are too cool, pal. Indeed. Due consideration wasn't given to the victim's prescription in the previous trial. Witness, why do you always overlook such vital pieces of evidence? Even though I did and Godot did as well. I guess that's the most careless thing I've done so far, huh? Not even close. The victim was killed by poison, and the victim's medicine mysteriously disappeared. The victim's own prescription could have been the lethal poison itself. Yeah, okay. Wait, we're going for that? Order. Well, Mr. Godot, what do you have to say? Prescription for poison. What? That's all? What? Having trouble sleeping? Okay, take 1/10 of a gram of potassium cyanide. No more. Actually, I'm not a doctor. Maybe there is some medicinal use for trace amounts of potassium cyanide or some shit. I don't fucking know. Read for the court the name of the clinic on the prescription bag, if you will. What's the clinic's name got to do with anything? Mr. Godot. Ear or something. Hardly an illness, Your Honor. More like a bitter war wound, you could say. A war wound? The day before the incident, Mr. Elk found himself in a fight. He took a blow to the side of the head and ruptured his eardrum. He ruptured his eardrum? Then what on earth was the prescription he was given? It was a cream that was to be applied topically inside his ear canal, not to be ingested. Okay, well, where's that? What? It's mentioned in the autopsy report if you read the fine print. Is it? I can't read the autopsy report, Godot. I wish I could read. You... Well, where's that? Only moments ago, Mr. Godot made the following statement. It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Trade-ban. If that's the case, then why was the medication not found at the scene of the crime? Yeah, tell him, right? Tell him. Oh, shit. But the medication in question was for topical use inside the ear canal. That doesn't change the fact that it could not be found at the crime scene. However insignificant it may seem, it's a lawyer's duty to pursue the truth. You know as well as I do that the medication is irrelevant. It hardly seems likely that a prescription drug would contain potassium cyanide. It hardly seems likely that the coffee the waitress served would contain it either. But it did. The possibility is undeniable. He's got me there. That's enough. Mr. Godot, is the detective the only witness the prosecution wishes to call? Oh, we're just leaving this. Okay, cool. Mr. Godot. Mr. Godot, your next witness, please. The prosecution calls the lucky old-timer who caught the show over a cup of coffee. Will the witness please take the stand? No. He brought the seeds. Wonderful. Slam dunk. Mr. Kudo, she is not a serving girl. Please refer to her as a waitress. Ka, you're as bad as the rest of them. All these newfangled words. What's wrong with the old-fashioned ones, Newfangled? All this talk of radios and glasses. It's wireless and spectacles, I tell you. Excuse me. Listen to me, everyone. Don't forget the old values. Don't let the good old days slip away. Too late. Fucking boomer. Well, I think it's time to begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Did she really put that into the coffee? You doubt me, boy? She took some out of a small brown bottle and sprinkled it in. Why would she do that while carrying the coffee over? That's so stupid. Alright, time to go poisoning. Alright, oh shit, I forgot to put the poison in while I was in private in the kitchen. Better whip it out right here in the middle of the restaurant while everyone can see and go bum-ba-da-bum, bum-ba-da-bum-ba-da-bum. Like, couldn't she have been adding sugar? Sugar in a small brown bottle like that? Like that? Witness, could you please describe the bottle in more concrete terms? A bottle like this, perhaps? Leading the witness! Objection! Leading the witness! Leading the witness! Oh, there it is. That's the one. That's the bottle of potassium cyanide, I presume. So what did the accused put into the coffee? I think it's clear, don't you? Did we test it? You said, I remember her well in reference to the waitress. But you only saw the uniform. Does she have any particular features that you can identify her by? Particular features? It's a disgrace, that's what it is. Sorry? You could see all the way up to her, you know, she's practically naked in that uniform. Oh my god, if it was someone else wearing the... He just came out wearing the outfit. He never saw anything else, he just saw the... Here we go. So a particular feature you recognize about the waitress is her outfit, but anyone could wear just such a uniform, even me. Mr. Kudo, you seem especially interested in straps. Why is that? What? The ribbon in her hair, the straps on her apron. What's the fascination? Fascination? Objection! People have all kinds of fetishes, Trite. We don't need to embarrass the witness. just like, no, we're just going for it. Listen, you young upstarts, I haven't got some sick strap fetish. I mean, I do. Is there any relevance to the witness's unusual love of straps, Mr. Wright? I was just curious as to why he was so fixated on the waitress's straps. I said I haven't got a strap fetish. How many times do I have to repeat myself? Very well. Continue with your testimony, Mr. Kudo, and make it strapless. The identifying features you described are all things you would see from the back. Oh, it's the Wednesday Addams girl! So what? Is it possible that you never saw the waitress from the front at all? Objection! He's got you there, Gramps. Objection! I agree! Agreement! People normally talk about facial features when they're asked to describe someone. This witness testimony is nothing but straps and ribbons. This is harassment, I tell you. I'm not obsessed with straps or ribbons. I'm just telling you what I saw. Mr. Kudo, I would like you to please take a look at this. God, that filthy thing would suit filth like you just perfectly. Actually, it reminds me of what my grandson looks like just after he's done eating. Have you ever seen this before? Of course I haven't. Do you think I'd forget something as dirty as that, Well, you half-witted clot. You foolish fool. Checkmate. He's so proud. Look at his smug little turtle face. Oh my god, he's so proud. Damn. Mr. Kudo, I'm afraid this is simply not acceptable. I think the witness had better go back to the park where you something. Wait. If you think I'm going to stand here and listen to you tell me I'm mad, you're wrong. I don't care about that dirty coffee cup. I know what I saw. You still insist on your testimony. That young brat was holding the cup in his left hand.
Oh yes, no question. I'm a good law-abiding citizen, I am. It's that dead young hotbot and you spiky-haired yahoo who are at fault. Who, me? Yes, you. Couldn't be. Thank you, old man. We've heard quite enough from you already. Don't call me old man, old man. Been around for 68 years, I have. You can't ignore me. Listen to what I've got to say. I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but... Sure, why not hear a little more? Mr. Godot? Godot blend 10-11. But this is my 16th cup of coffee, so this is your final stand. Thank you, Captain. You can rely on Victor. Dang, he's drinking a lot off camera. Left or right hand. The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. Okay, so is that the that's the ear that was blown out. So there you go. I think that's it. Can't wait for a trial to get serious, and he breaks his rule and he drinks his 18th cup of coffee. I'm sorry, master. Oh, just this once. I have to drink the 14th Sentinel. And boy, right. Can we just like boom? Can we just rocket through this right now? His left eardrum is ruptured. Can we just do this right now? Just boom, just right away. Just boom, one shot it. One shot. I'm not sure what the relevance of this is, but Mr. Kudo, there is something very strange about your observations of the victim. What? You say he was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the HMD. No question, you can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear, without a doubt. I can only see that side of his head from where I was sitting. He seems really sure. Was it some sort of, like, reflection bullshit, or... I can only see that side of his head from where I was sitting. I don't think so. What did you say? You're no doubt unaware of this fact, Mr. Kudo, but the victim couldn't hear with his left ear. His eardrum was ruptured. This witness's testimony is completely unreliable. He only saw the waitress from behind, and he claims the victim was wearing an earpiece when we know his eardrum was ruptured. Well, Mr. Godot, let me put you out of your misery. Clearly, the victim used both hands. He took a sip with the cup held in his right hand, and then switched to his left. That's what the old man saw. No, there's no mark on the other side of the cup. Impossible. The witness has already testified on numerous occasions that the victim died immediately after taking just one sip of the cup. Yeah, that too! Which hand the victim used to pick up his cup is irrelevant, Your Honor. He drank the whole thing in one sip? Or no, it's stained all over the table. That's right. Wouldn't the rest of the cup get stained then when it fell? Or no? The facts still stand with one hand or the other. Mr. L drank the poisoned coffee like this. Sadly, Mr. Godot, that doesn't wash. The point of this testimony was to establish whether the witness's memory is credible. And the results are clear. The testimony given by this witness is useless. Useless. I believe it is time to conclude today's proceedings. I am satisfied that the witness is not deceived in the court. But to be frank, his testimony is a farce. Did you have to be so frank? Take that, you pompous old fogey. I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, you can't reach me from there. Haha! I have invisible plexiglass between me and everyone else. Haha! Your seeds can do nothing. He just sits there with his arms crossed, like, so fucking proud that he's untouchable. I'm ordering the defense and the prosecution to investigate this case further. That is all for now. This court is adjourned. Now back to the bad part. Wait. If we stop now, where does that leave me? Leave you, Mr. Kudo? Thanks to that blue-suited young upstart over there, I'm just a bumbling old man who can't even dot his T's or cross his I's now. How is your bad memory my fault? I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but there's nothing I can do. I've kept my mouth shut until now, but there's something else the court should know. What? There's more? To be perfectly honest, it might not be anything, but I want another chance. I want another crack at you, you young shark. Me? He's looking at me like I'm some sort of evil shogun. Well, everyone, what do you say to one final showdown? Can we ever just stop proceedings without fucking Nintendo's one last thing? The final chapter in this eccentric old man's scrapbook. Sorry, Gramps. I've already had my 17th cup of coffee. What have you got to lose, Captain? I'll give you all the Jabachino you want if you come to my house after the trial. I may be 68 years old, but Victor Kudo is still a man. That's enough, witness. I believe it will be quicker for the court to just hear your testimony. You bet. Much, much quicker. I can't believe this is happening. Ha ha ha! You better get ready, youngster. I get the picture. Just quit throwing those seeds at me, would you? He's got to be using some sort of infinite ammo code for that box of seeds. I was just gonna say, like, how is he not running out? The final showdown. The young boy slumped over the table as soon as he took one sip of his Javicino. While the clumsy idiot upset the vase, he knocked it right over. It broke, and the strip of cloth covering the table got completely soaked. Well, how about that? Turn things upside down, What? Very well, Mr. Wright. Your final cross-examination, please. I have nothing to say to him, Judge. Why would I get penalized for this bullshit? I don't care. Let's go. Okay, so this is going to be important. All right. First of all, all right. Why would he make that up? Oh no. Oh no. Mr. Kudo, this is a photograph of the crime scene. Humph, so what? Oh no! Look carefully at the table. The vase is there, intact. Huh? Wash your tongue, Granddad? I'm no granddad of yours, hopscotch. Ow, ow. Well, enough. If you throw any more shit, seeds or something. What is it now? I just remembered something. Yes, go on. The broken vase. Haha, it was on my table. Oh, well, you see... It startled me when that young lad collapsed, so I stood up. That must have been when it fell over. That must have been when it fell over. The vase on my table, I mean. The vase on your table. Haha, yes, it was on my table. And that's how my groin came to be completely soaked. Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today. I'd like to ask a question now. Have I been a good boy? Have I been any use at all? Perhaps that's something you should reflect on yourself, Mr. Kudo. Wait a minute. If that's the case, there's more. I've got more to say. Oh yes, I remember something else. Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom. Wait, listen to me. No, unmask the mask. Well, we seem to have been considerably sidetracked, and I am still not in a position to deliver a verdict. The defendant has not been positively identified as the waitress in question. Additionally, there are two disparities in the testimony we have heard thus far. The mark on the coffee cup that the victim supposedly drank from with his left hand, and the earpiece which was inserted into his left ear, out of which he couldn't hear. I think everything that old man said should just be struck from the record. Like, that's it. He's just, you're done. Wow, Nick, you did it. I therefore require both the defense and the prosecution to further investigate the facts. Yes, Your Honor. There is one more thing before I call today's session to an end. One more thing, Your Honor. Find out who impersonated you, the witness we just heard from. He is most insistent that his testimony should be of use. So he summarized it accordingly into this statement. Okay. You may each have a copy of it, if you wish. What? Whatever, the prosecution doesn't need props like that. Kiddo's really mad, huh? Yeah, I would be too. Very well. Here you are then, Mr. Wright. There are 3 copies, my own, yours, and Mr. Godot's. Yes, Your Honor. Victor's testimony added to the court record. When the incident occurred, I broke the vase at my seat. I'm sorry. Alright, so this is going to be important. I'm sorry, this isn't a piece of testimony, more like a 5-year-old's apology. What the heck are we supposed to do with 3 copies? They're all a little different. That's all this court is. I love the judge so much. The judge is just my favorite. I love the fucking dumb judge so much.
It's not even close. It's not even close. My god.
Super admin restricted desktop password access password protected. That's so hard to say. What? This is madness. No, Maya. This is Sparta. Mincer just went up in smoke. Why the heck isn't the press conference set up yet? The superintendent's here today, here already. Yeah, and there's a problem with the internet too. I already told you stop using your computer, chief. But I'm watching videos online. I'm catching up on my Asian soap operas. I have to wait. It's gonna have to wait, chief. I'm throwing the switch. No, just when some young guy was about to confess.
Oui, un grand mirror, la most enormous mirror, and I took it down after the murder, because why not? And I didn't tell any of the detectives. Actually, pal, he did tell us, you just never fucking asked. That's right, Phoenix, you never asked if there was a mirror. You should always ask if there was a mirror.
You mean this bottle? Yeah, that bottle. Let me see it. Okay, give it back. Oh, give what back?